I'm so sorry. I'm getting a bit of I don't know what this is, like a little headache right here. So I've been I don't know if I slept wrong or something, but my right here, it's really tender. It's really tender. I'm at that age where if I sleep wrong, things happen. So bear with me. Bear with me. How are we doing, family? What's up, Denard? Hey, Brenda. Hey, Coos Girly. What's up? Hey, Greta. Hey. How are we doing? Have we all watched the episode? I'm giving people time to come in the room because I know that the episode for some people just ended. So I'm just, waiting for you all to watch it so we can hop on in here and have a kiki. Oh my gosh, it is really tender. Keep me in your prayers. Keep me in your prayers. Hey, Faceto. Hey, Black Lavender. What's up, Anissa? Hey, Advice Queen. Oh, you've never watched? Okay, me either. This is my first time watching this show as well. So we are all on the same page. And I apologize to those of you who watched the show because I said that I was going to talk about it, because a lot of you have inboxed me on Instagram and was just like, what do you have us watching? I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Please forgive me. I didn't know that this would be traumatizing to so many people. I told you I got my mom watching what is that show? Married at First Sight, and she was just like, this is emotionally traumatizing. Why would you recommend this show? And I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mom. How are we doing? Oh, massage my left thumb. Massage it? Ain't nothing happening. I'll keep it up though. Oh yeah, Anissa, this season is good. It's good and messy. Good and messy. I just can't believe that so many women agreed to this nonsense. I'm like, because in each relationship, every woman has said that this was the man's suggestion. And I'm just like, you said okay to a relationship where he is going to be the beneficiary and not you. So you're not getting served in any capacity. And this was his suggestion and you said yes. I don't believe it for 1 second, but we will talk about it. We will talk about it. I don't believe it for 1 second. I just don't. I think a lot of these women are being manipulated and acting like this is an okay situation for them, but it's really not. But they all are grown and they made, this decision. So we will see. Am I missing? It's the Joneses, the Winders, the Clarks, the Snowdens. I feel like I'm missing a couple. Isn't there another couple? Oh, the weird one. The weird one with the woman that got divorced. Her. Who are they? What is this couple? Danielle and Garrick. Have to be the most hated couple. Poor Danielle. I haven't read any spoilers, so I don't know if Danielle is still with this man. I hope she isn't. For his sake, because it don't seem like he want to be with her anyway. What's up, Billy? Thank you for joining me again. Billy said, we back at it. That's right, Billy. That's right. Hold on. I'm trying to get my pics together so I can have them up when we talk about it. Don't ask me why I didn't do this before. I was at Shake Shack. Pray for me. Pray for me. Yes. I did not feel like cooking. I'm telling you, as the pandemic lifts, I'm just not into cooking anymore. Y'all know that's my favorite pastime. I'm just not into doing it. I've been like spending money that I don't have to like eat out, and that's not smart. I'm just not into cooking. I think with being forced to cook for over a year at home, I think I'm over it. So I got to do better though. Like this week, I'm going to go to Costco. I want to get some fruits and vegetables. I'm going to get some chicken, some fish, and I'm going to make myself start cooking again. But I have been out of it. Out of it. I'm telling you, when you force me to cook, it's a problem. But when I just do it because, you know, that's what I do and that's what I do well, it's different. But I ain't been feeling like it. I have not been feeling like it. Oh, no, I can't do that one. Let's see. Hold on, I'm just trying to get a picture that I can actually show of that weird couple because I want to talk about them first. But I don't think this pic isn't coming up. This pic is not coming to me. Oh, here it is. Here it is. There we go. So we have them. Oh, the Snowdens. I need the Snowdens too, because the Snowdens are going to be a lot to talk about as well. Do I have the Snowdens? I don't. I got to get the Snowdens. I got to get the Snowdens, and I have to get Garrick and that other lady. Let me check the comments before I get started. Oh, what is that? What is that? Hey, Tracy. Jennifer said, I haven't seen the episodes. I've just been binging YouTube clicks. But Garrick is insufferable. Yeah, that's all you need. That's all you need. That is all you need. Garrick is terrible. Terrible. That's all you need. You don't need nothing else. If you've seen the clips on YouTube, you've seen enough. You've seen enough. That's all you really need. Dude is terrible. But Danielle is good and grown. You know what I mean? Like and when I review these shows, I do feel sorry for the ladies, but it's like at some point, Danielle, everybody in your family is telling you that this is ridiculous, but you don't listen. You don't listen. So what are we to do? What are we to do? It seems like for like 1 second, Danielle gets free, and then like she goes back to talk to Garrick, and all of a sudden it's God punishing her, and you know she has to work out her own issues with this situation. It's just like there's no issue for you to work out. Your husband is dating another woman in front of you. You can feel some way. You can feel some way, but who knows what's going on with that girl? Okay, so I can't get that picture. I'm sorry, y'all. I was trying to get a picture of the Snowdens and of Garrick and his wife, but it's just not working. So I'm just going to have to show it to you guys when we talk about them. And I'll figure out another way to be able to post it on here. StreamYard is, a nightmare sometimes, but I already paid for the service for a year, so we're going to use it until I move on to something else. Okay, it is what it is. Anyway, look at that. Anyway, let's get into it. If you do want to join in, let me know. Tracy, I'm going to send you, I want to do that right now, Tracy. I'm going to send you the link for people who want to join in. Get that to you right now, and then we will get started. So keep a lookout, Tracy, because I'm sending it to you right now. Come on and get this. Oh my gosh. To everybody who has hit me up on Instagram that I haven't responded to yet, I will. I'm so sorry. I will get to you. It's been a day. Sent it to Tracy. Okay, let's go. Let's go. It's going to be a stiff one, but it'll be a stiff one. Come on in the room. Oh, come on in the room. Yeah, we got so much to talk about. So won't you come on in the room? Oh, child, the grease is coming through. That's okay. That's why I got good skin. It's good skin. So won't you come on in the room? Come on in the room. Whoa, come on in the room. Yeah, we got so much to talk about because this is not about this show, but I watched Day of the Dead last night. Worth it. So won't you come on in the room? Come on in the room. We'll talk about that. Come on in the room, yeah. We got so much to talk about. I said we got so much to talk about. I said we got so much to talk about. So won't you come on in the room? Maybe I need more water. You know what it is? I've been I started taking my vitamins again. I'm trying to be good about that. Maybe I need more water with these vitamins. Feel good is in the building. Empress said they're all weird. All weird. All very, very weird. Oh no, my notes didn't transfer over. Here we go. You know what? Let me tell you something. Y'all know I wasn't going to upgrade my phone because I'm in a war with Apple, right? But you know what these fools did? They went and got a pink iPhone. I'm in a dilemma. What am I going to do? I'm going to get that pink iPhone, but that's it. That's it. I'm not getting any more iPhones after this pink one. So if they come out with the glittery one, I don't know. I don't know. Thank you so much, JL. Thank you. Shout out to Trader Joe's. Let's work together. Look at me advertising for you. Let's work together. Let's work to pressure on thumb. Continuous pressure on thumb. Okay. We'll see. I think I just slept wrong. You know what's really weird? Since I came back from the East Coast, my sleep schedule is just off. So there are times when I'm like working and then I wake up and it's the next morning. I don't even know how I fell asleep, but I'm like falling asleep at like 9 o'clock now, which is good, right? But it's not me. I'm not a 9 p.m. girl. I'm a 3 a.m. girl. So it's just weird. So I'm like never prepared for when I fall asleep. So maybe that's what it is. Hey, Soprano 2. So glad you're here. Oh, Taylor, you're getting the purple iPhone? Ooh. So, Betty, I do have peppermint oil too. So I think I'll do that too. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Katie said, I'm repulsed by this show, Seeking Sister Wife, but I love your channel, so I'm here. Thank you so much. Thank you to you guys who are joining me tonight. Thank you to the people who watched the show because I said that I was going to review it. I'm sorry, but thank you so much for all of your support. Here we go. All right, the notes are coming in. The notes are coming in. Yes, let's get the likes up. I'm definitely getting that pink one. I was done. I was just like, I'm not upgrading. Why am I upgrading? The hell y'all put me through? I'm not giving y'all another dime. Then they came out with that pink iPhone. I swear I feel like they listen to my lives. Yes, Apple listens to little old me. I swear. Because when I saw that pink iPhone, I said, oh, you got me. You got me for 2 more years. Oh, Black Lavender, thank you. Yeah, Roni is on tomorrow. I'll read my review for that is going to be on Wednesday afternoon. So glad you're here, Ornella. I'm Black. I was going to say Ornelia. Ornella, thank you for being here. And thank you, Shonda. If you guys want to book a cameo, that's the way to do it. Thank you so much, Shonda. Hey, J. Marie. J. Marie, this is my first day. I binged it while I was traveling. I was watching it because I got Discovery Plus. And I just, I went through all my true crime TV shows. So I just started binging Seeking Sister Wife. And when I realized the season wasn't over, I was just like, oh yeah, this is something we're going to talk about. Because it's like, this show is absolute foolishness. It's absolute foolishness. And we have to free these women. We have to free our sisters. We have to free our sisters. Let's see if the notes transfer over. There they go. The notes are there. The notes are there. Jenny Love said, see, this is why they always get your money. You just buy the phone because of the color. They did give me the first time with rose gold. But the only reason why I kept my iPhone was because I got a MacBook and it just, the phone that I had before, it was causing so much confusion because I didn't have a Mac. So that's the only reason why I kept it. But y'all know about my issues with this iPhone. So I was done. Then it came out in pink. If the next one is Bedazzle, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Jay Marie said, girl, this show is a mess. It's a terrible mess. Absolute foolishness. Jenny Love said, the moment you get your phone, it's like the same. This is how they scam people. I will never fall for it. Good for you. I fall for it every time. Every time. Absolutely, KT. Absolutely. Listen, if you are just here for the review, beloveds, it starts right now. All right, let's get into it. So, I got to read my first note. My first note for this show, Seeking Sister Wives. What in the fresh hell is this mess? Before I even get into talking about the couples, I want to talk about two very important things that I see here. One, it's a spirit of perversion on this show. The spirit of perversion. These men are perverts. They nasty. This is not about having, another wife and having more help around the house, and because this is what God led me to. These men are nasty. These men are nasty manipulators who could not get a woman outside of controlling them by God said this or religion, right? They are those kind of men who, without this crutch of religion and, being this prophet of the home, they cannot get all of these women, because there's no way that these men are pulling multiple wives. There's absolutely no way. There has to be some kind of religious, or I think with the Snowdens, I really think it's like some kind of black, I don't want to say it's the thing that Nick Cannon has, but it's this thing, I don't know what it's called, but it's this thing where black men like to have multiple wives. Yes, it's polygamy, but it's this thing of like rebuilding the nation and having multiple wives and having, multiple children, because this is their way of rebuilding their nation. I don't know if is it black Israelites or black separatists. One of them has this kind of teaching. And I think that's what's happening with the Snowdens. And these men cannot get these women outside of that. So they have to use something that is intriguing to them, that is enticing to them, and make them believe that this is what they are doing. These men are perverted. These men are not these top-notch guys. These men are no good. No good. And they are manipulating these ladies and playing with their hearts. Yes, these women are good and grown, but as a woman who has grown up in church, I know how men like this talk. I know what they do. I see it happening with these ladies, and I'm going to call it out. Especially, who's really, he gives me not just perversion, he gives me predator. What is his name? The Clarks. We will get into him. We will get into him, because I'm telling you, I know a lot of stuff is coming out about the Snowdens, but baby, I know some high schools is going to be talking about that man. Another thing that I am seeing on this show is that these men are also playing on women who have some form of issue with their family, right? If it's not an issue with their family, it's a kind of issue we're feeling that they're not good enough in some way. And I see these men playing on that with these women. It's this kind of manipulation and controlling, but it's also like a tear down for making the woman seem like they are not good enough. So they need this extra help and support because they can't do it on their own. So they have to make these women feel like they are lacking in some area, and this is how they can fix that, by bringing in another woman to help them, when it's really bringing in another woman or multiple women for their pleasure. That's where we want to start off first. Absolutely, Crystal. Absolutely. 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 Now, I want to address this. Sherry B said the women are hungry for safety and security, and I absolutely believe that. I absolutely believe that. And I think it's because a lot of these women do not come from families or come out of situations where they felt that way. So these men see a weakness and they prey on that, because every woman, every first wife has said it was his idea. Ain't no woman thinking about, let me bring another woman into this situation. Get the hell out of here. Where? That's never something that we think of, right? But every woman that started off their first episode, they always say the same thing. Well, I kind of was on the fence with it, but he convinced me that this was a thing to do. Manipulator. A lot of these women are being emotionally and mentally abused by these men. And if we get into the Snowdens, apparently he's physically abusing these women. Not shocked. I was just like, oh, a black polygamous couple from LA. I know what I'm about to see. And when I saw all that regalia that wife wears, I already knew what we were getting into. So I wasn't shocked. I wasn't shocked about the Snowdens at all. So let's get into them since we're here. The Snowdens, creep factor off the roof, like through the roof, off the roof, out the roof, creep factor on 1,000. And I got the real creep factor was from that wife. The real creep factor was from the wife. That's what I got initially. Watching the show, I realized that she is as big as a creep as he is, but my God, today he is the worst kind of creep because he's an unassuming creep. You don't know who he really is because he blinds you with being so kind and, this smile and just being very caring and giving and putting a lot of things on her because she has, rest and be face, right? So you think that she would be the one who would be the mean aggressor within this situation when actually it's him. And he knows that. So he hides behind that. And you can see that he does that in the way he leads out in the confessionals, right? Because when he says something about one of the other wives, he looks at her, but he also grabs her and pulls her in, and then he makes his statement. He establishes dominance over her before speaking for the both of them about a situation and then allowing her to speak. You got to catch it, because when I was watching it, I was just like, ooh, it's her. I watched it some more, and you just have to, after you are no longer blinded by how kind and unassuming he seems to be, you start to see that he is actually the opposite of what he presents. And we found that out through the blogs and all of that, but it's very easy to see if you watch the episodes, consecutively, like I did, because I was watching them on the airplane. So they just kept on rolling through, and I could see more and more things about him where I was just like, oh, okay, it's not you. It's not her. It is you. Because at first I thought it was the wife. But then watching him a bit more, I'm just like, oh, you good at this. You are very, very good at this. Speaking of creep factor, I'm not saying that Taylor was creepy, right? But I felt that she was a bit odd. I will say that. I felt that she was somebody who was dealing with some things. And when she came out to be a potential sister wife with the Snowdens, I think she got caught up in being in LA and being on TV. I think when COVID hit and all of that went out the door, the fame, the filming from this TV show and the fun of it all, I think when that went out the door, it was no longer enticing for her anymore. Also, because with the cameras not being there, she gets to see who the Snowdens really are. And I think that she was just not up for it. But this is what I say when I say that these the polygamous couples on the show, especially the men, prey on women who have some kind of family issue, because a lot of these ladies are coming into this saying that they want a family. It's very obvious that Taylor and her mother are not the closest, right? She even talks about that. But I'm glad that she felt close enough to her mom to actually go back home and have her mom talk some sense into her. And she actually decided to say and does not plan on coming back. So, what is his name? King Snowden or whoever, the man of the house. He gonna say that he decided to break up with her. How you gonna break up with somebody who has left the relationship and was not coming back? Like, I felt like Taylor would have said that she was not coming back, but there's something that happened with them where she was very intimidated by him. She couldn't even look that man in the eye. So something happened. Again, I didn't read the blogs. I know some things came out, but it was very obvious that something happened because she could not even look him in the eye. The whole time she was talking to him, she would be like, yeah, I do. I miss you. You just, it's just, I'm making money and so something happened, right? So I think he read the writing on the wall and knew that this woman wasn't going to come back. So he took the initiative to end things. But buddy, it was already ended. It was already ended. You knew that woman was not coming back to that situation, especially being in, tight quarters with everybody because of the pandemic. But I'm glad that she got out of it. I think later in the season, Chrissy gets out of it. I hope the Snowden wife wakes up and gets out of it, but it seems like these two are toxic together. And unfortunately, they have children in this situation. And it's very concerning. But I think that these two really love the cameras and the exposure that they get from the show, because they can continue to have women who want to be a part of the show wanting to be a part of their family, and they know that. So I think that they're going to, I don't know if this drama is going to kick them off the show, but I think if TLC brings them back again, they will definitely use their exposure from this show as leverage to get another woman into the situation to manipulate and possibly abuse. Chrissy, I believe that's her name, the sister wife from South Africa. I like her. Right? I really, really do. Again, I think that she is somebody who wanted to be a part of this relationship because she watched them on the show. That's what I get from Chrissy. Chrissy gives me more of a fan than actually wanting to be a sister wife, because when, she was talking about how hot homeboy is and how she, was very excited to meet him. And, when she met him the first time, she was just so giddy. And I don't know. I didn't get that this is somebody that I want to date. I get that. I got from her that she was a fan of the show, and she's been leading out like that. I also think that this is a good chance for her to get exposure on the show and also come to the United States. I don't think she wants to make this her permanent home, but I think she does want to have a way to stay here in the States. I think that COVID messed up a lot of people's bags and a lot of people's plans. So I'm thinking she's just ready to get home and get to her family, because she's starting to see things from the Snowdens. But I think initially she came here as a fan and somebody who wanted to not only stay in this situation, but to stay in the States, especially with her children. But we're starting to see cracks, guys. We are starting to see cracks in all of these relationships. I will say this about the Snowdens. Weird, right? Creepy. Hold on. Let me acknowledge this from Sup People. I got a super chat from Sup People. Let me just finish my thoughts, Sup People. But I will say this about the Snowdens. Creepy, right? Absolutely creepy. Man, do they have great kids. Those kids are really, really good. And I feel like, I hate to say it, I feel like they're trained to draw the sister wives in. I really, really do, because how can you not fall in love with them children? How can you not? They're crying when you leave. They're all over you when any sister wife walks into the home. It's a manipulation mechanism, I think. I think they do have great kids, but I also think that they've raised them in a way, because these kids are way too comfortable with strangers. Way too comfortable. Every child is weary of somebody that they don't know. Every child is always just like, oh, you got to beg your kid to go say hi. That's what they do. But these kids, anybody walks into the home, specifically a woman, they're all over them. They're all like, hey, can you stay? Come see my room. Let's play. I think there's something in that they're doing with their kids, because that is not how children are normally. Children are always wary of adults, as they should be. These kids, an adult walks in a home, they're trying to make them stay. Something is up. Something is up. Great kids, though. Great, sweet, adorable, cute kids, but they're being trained. Let me acknowledge this from Sup People. Sup People said, the Snowden wife seems like she's too well tended to ever leave. He has a lot of money. Does he? Does he have a lot of money? What does he do? Because I remember last week's episode, he was talking about how his business is struggling. What does he do, Sup People? And thank you for the super chat, my love. Thank you. What does he do? What does he do? Let a girl know. So we wrap up the Snowdens with King Snowden talking to his queen, who he's not married to. I had no idea that they were not legally married. So he wants to legally marry Chrissy so that she could stay in the United States. So the first wife will become number 2 wife, because she will not be the legal wife. And she's okay with it, because she said that I think his name is Dimitri, that he has protected her in a way where she'll be well off financially, even if, he decides to, even if things don't work out with them, she will be well off financially. So I guess he does have some kind of coin, but I'm just like, what? is this mess, like, it's just such like it's such a mind trip thinking about how these couples operate. I did not know that. I don't know, you guys have probably been watching this from season 1, but I had no idea. I had no idea. So you are going to become the second wife in the household where you chose, or he made you believe that this that this was not, that this was the way for your relationship to go. So now, although you're going to be legally protected or financially protected if things go, if things don't go well, and you and Dimitri actually end up breaking up. But for right now, at this moment, you're committing to becoming number 3 in a relationship where you have been number 2. Because when Chrissy comes in and she has all the legal rights that you do not have, there's no way that you're going to keep that status, right? There's no way, because this is Chrissy now, without a ring, without any kind of paperwork, without Dimitri's real last name. This is her now. Everybody change up when they get married. Everybody change up. So she might turn around and look at you and say, no, you get them damn kids, not me. I'm tired. I'm going to get my nails done. You know what I mean? Like, she may turn around and do that because she can. Because she can. At this point, I mean, if they don't have a prenup, everything he has is hers. Why y'all y'all got to stop letting love mess you up legally. So many women get messed up legally because y'all are trusting these men. Why? Didn't your grandmother tell you not to? Did your grandmas not babysit y'all and give y'all all the advice on how to deal with men when y'all got older? Or was it just me? Oh, we got a super chat from who? Hold on, let me see my super chat. Where's the super chat? Hey, Brenda. Thank you. Brenda said, rumor is these ladies were paying for a lot. He's Basura. What? We're actually going to talk about it because you guys have sent me a lot of interviews, and I've been reading up on the Snowdens and a couple of the other couples on this show. So I'm going to do a whole little reality TV chat about all of the tea that I've been able to find about these couples, so we can know what's really going on. I wouldn't do that for any other show, especially while the show is still going on, but I have to do it for this show because I just cannot believe that these women are staying in this situation and making it look so good. I know there's a dark side to each and every one of these relationships that we're watching. I can't believe that it is what we're seeing and it's how it's being presented to us. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Thank you so much, Brenda, for the super chat. Thank you. Oh, child, what's going on? What's going on? All right. Let's move on. Let's move on to the Clarks. Yeah, I told y'all what I thought about him in the beginning, but I'm just going to break it down. I get Predator from him, and I don't feel no way about saying that. I get Predator from that man. I get that he is somebody who preys on really young women. And I think the wife goes along with it because I feel like she was one of the people that he preyed on. And because I think that she's I don't think it's a lot, but I think that she's younger than him. He gives me that. That's what I get from him, because why in the hell? First of all, did you have this really young wife? Why were y'all even court? Because they had been together for a while. So they had courted her when she was even younger. Something is up. Something is up. And then the girl who I honestly, there a little part of me wanted them to continue to pursue a relationship with, I think her name, I don't know if her name is Kimberley, but the young white girl with the aggressive eyebrows from last week's episode. I kind of wanted them to pursue that relationship a bit more, just because I like the fact that she gave it to him. I like the fact that she gave it to him. When she told him that she was bisexual, he was like, oh, so is this a lifestyle that you can plan on continuing, or is this something that you were trying? And she was just like, oh, no, I'm bisexual. Yeah, I like both. Clark, Mr. Clark started rubbing his beard, and he was just like, I don't know about that. And then he gets into this, which did not shock me at all, this weird machismo thing that there's nothing that a woman can do that he can't, and he can better please a woman than another woman can. And the girl that he was that they were pursuing for marriage, she was just like, oh really? But nobody knows a woman's body better than another woman. Like, she just kept on giving it back to him, and I liked her. I liked her because he does not get that. He does not get challenged, especially with the way he leads his home, because that whole king and queen thing where he, provides financially and takes care of everything. I'm like, if you provide financially and you take care of everything, why does your wife have a 9-to-5? Why was the younger wife who ended up leaving, why did she also have a job? And she was running after them dollars every chance that she could get. If she's being well taken care of, there's no reason for her to ever desire to have a job. If you're taking care of everything, that shows me that you're not. That shows me that you're not taking care of everything, and you have manipulated these women so much they won't even mention it on camera, but you are not financially taking care of the home. Your wife got a 9-to-5. Your second wife had a 9-to-5. And then she started doing side jobs. So you could never see her because you could not take care of her the way she wanted to be taken care of. So he's not doing what he said that he was going to do. He's not being the king of the castle if the queens got to get a 9-to-5 and side jobs. You're not doing what you need to do. But back to him being a predator. He goes after another young one. I'm like, this girl is what, 22 years old, 21, 22? Why are you looking at her as a wife? Why are you trying to steal her whole life at your big age? Why are you going after somebody like that? Because it's a lot easier to get somebody like that, somebody who is, the girl from last week gave me very, I won't say broken, but there was something that was already going on within her concerning like family and relationships. She had just come out of a relationship where her heart was broken. She was crying about that. So I won't say broken, but very vulnerable. And I think that's who he goes after. Young, vulnerable women looking for family, probably looking for parents. Right. And he takes that, knowing that that's something, the both of them take that, knowing that that's something they want. She comes in as a mom figure, as somebody who comforts, and he comes in as a father, and he starts to pervert that relationship, maybe, giving them a roof over their head, saying, hey, you can stay here, but then going into their room and doing all kinds of nasty stuff with them because he gives me very nasty and not in a good way. Very, very nasty and not in a good way. And I think this sister wife, the age appropriate sister wife, because he says in this episode, we're going a different route with our sister wives, because normally our sister wives have been different. When he meant different, when he said different, he meant young. Predator. He meant young. So he said, now we're going in a different way. And now we're going to get somebody with a little bit more wisdom, somebody older, because this is not what they do. And I think this 37-year-old is going to give them a run for their money. And I can't wait. I cannot wait to see how she comes through that home like a Tomb Raider. I can't wait, because he's messy. He's messy. He's nasty. He gives me Predator. I see, because I'm just like, why are you again going after another young girl? Another one. Fresh out of high school, but here you go. Oh, yeah, I see it. I saw you asking questions. Yeah, I knew you was interested. Predator. All these men are. But this one, him and that wife. But let me tell you something. One thing I know for certain, if he would have brought that young girl into his home, she would have took everything, including his wife, because when she was looking at her and telling her that don't nobody know a woman's body better than another woman, here go the wife. Oh, she was about to get turned out. And Mr. Clark, Mr. Predator, knew that. Oh, he knew that. He shut that down real quick. He knew. Oh, I mean, there's a small part of me that wanted her to get with this couple, because I knew that this one was going to be the one to flip it all upside down. But then I don't want her to go through that trauma, because it seems like it's trauma in that household as well. And I think the wife, Mrs. Clark, I think she did have to be convinced into doing this, but I also think that she's okay with it because she gets to take advantage of a young person, a young woman, right? She gets a nanny. She gets a young little nanny, somebody to satisfy her husband when she don't feel like it, and somebody to always check in and watch them kids when she don't feel like it. So it works out for her, right? So I don't think she's as innocent. I do think that she is complicit as well. I don't think that this was something that she sought out. I think this is something that he had to convince her to do. But I think when she found that this was something for her to be able to manipulate for her own benefit, she hopped onto it and was agreeing to everything, because the second Mrs. Clark, who ended up leaving, I'm telling you, if the producers would have stayed on her long enough, she would have talked, and she would have told us some stuff that would have made the Clarks leave the show. Because they were doing some stuff to that girl. Every time she got around them, she just became chaos, because it was something that they were doing to her, especially him. They harmed her in some kind of way. And I'm telling you, if the producers would have stayed on her, she would have talked. She would have talked. Let's get into Danielle, Garrick, what's his name? Garrick, and Roberta. Danielle, Roberta going to take your whole life. She's going to take your whole life. I think you know that, and you're watching it and not doing anything. Because let me tell you something. I think it was 2 episodes ago when she told you through that translator, sister, I have to tell you something because I don't feel good, sister. Me and Garrick, we had sex the night that we told you that we didn't. We had intimacy. Hey, thank you, Sherry B. Sherry B, thank you so much for the Cash App. She said, for you are speaking today. Thank you so much, Sherry. Thank you. I don't know if you heard it. Thank you. Roberta, Danielle, she's going to take your whole life. Because when Homegirl did the sister, I got to tell you something. We had an intimate moment the night that we said that we didn't have an intimate moment. She did that for a reason. She's trying to scatter your brain so you can leave before Garrick leaves you. Because I'm telling you right now, all these sister wives who are not legally married are chill until they get the paperwork, until they get the document. You're going to see who they really are. You're going to see who they really are. And Danielle is sitting up here on camera, filming herself, crying over Roberta having COVID. Listen, I'm not saying she should be, doing the crip walk over the fact that this girl got COVID, but I'm just like, I wouldn't shed a tear. She's trying to take your whole life, and you see it. You see it happening. You're not doing anything. When Garrick in this episode, I'm telling you, I wanted to bite my laptop when he said that Danielle has to work on her heart because she has to give over the jealousy that she feels for Roberta, and she's not doing well because she hasn't given God the jealousy that she has for Roberta. You need to be ran over. No, that's not right. That's not right. Not ran over, but maybe a little love tap on the ankle or something. He is such a terrible person, and the way he manipulates her with, the Bible and religion, it's so upsetting because I know what that's like. Like, my heart breaks for this woman when she said that he came to her and told her that God told him that he needs to be polygamous, that he needs to have another wife. And she went along with it because it's the word of God. I'm telling you, I got white Paige. I was like, this is Paige. This is Paige and Chris all over again, just in a white couple from Utah. It is the same thing, the same coupling on Marriage at First Sight with Chris and Paige. It's the same coupling here with this couple with Garrick and Danielle. It's the same thing. It's the same kind of religious manipulation. And the thing about it is Danielle is struggling because she sees it, right? Her woman's intuition is fighting the manipulation that Garrick has put upon her. So she's fighting that. Like, common sense is like, girl, this ain't right. this ain't right, because when they called you over and Roberta did this whole thing, oh, I felt bad. I didn't want you, sleeping over there by yourself. She knew exactly what she was doing when they both called you over and had you sitting over there resting in their sex. Humiliation. They're trying to scatter your brain so you can leave the situation because your man no longer desires you. I don't know what else you need to get from it. I don't know what else you need to see, because your man was ready to risk it all and stay in Mexico just to stay with Roberta. Let me tell you something. If I'm sitting over here and I'm looking at my husband and he's crying while petting another woman and he is breaking down to the point where he is travailing and wailing like a baby because he don't want to leave that woman, I'm swinging on everybody. I'm beating up Roberta. I'm beating up my husband. I'm beating up the cameraman. I'm beating up the producers. I might even let the waiter get some. I'm beating everybody up. Danielle sits there and just cries in her confessional. She just goes, well, I know he's struggling and I know God wants me. And like, girl, you better wake up. You better wake up. This woman is about to steal your whole life. She's about to steal your whole life, and you know it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, knowing. Thank you so much, knowing. I was just like, what is that? Is that your name? Knowing? Thank you so much. Thank you for the Cash App. I'm just like, she's going to take your whole life from in front of you, and you are watching it happen, and you're watching it happen, and you're not saying anything. But that's the thing. Like, if Danielle didn't see it, if Danielle didn't get it, I'd be like, oh, girl, but she gets it. She gets it every time. She sees it every time. Even in this episode where she sat down and had a conversation with Garrick about him having intimacy with Roberta. Well, you knew you wanted to have intimacy. Why didn't you tell me? I didn't know that we were going to have intimacy. You knew what you were going to do with that woman. As soon as he saw Roberta, he couldn't take his eyes off her titties and her behind. He can't get himself together. That's where he wants to be. He wants to be with Roberta. You should have known that he did not want to be with you when he referred to you as the big, strong wife and her as the small, dainty wife. This is my small, dainty wife. This is my big, strong wife. What the hell does that mean? What the hell does that mean? So you calling me the Hulk? And this over here is the Black Widow? Like, what's going on? Why are you referring to me like that? He no longer desires you because he was able to manipulate you to divorce. You divorced this man. You are not in any way financially taken care of. You gave him an easy, breezy divorce. He has no financial commitment to you. And my God, today, sweetie, if his name is on that house, you getting put out because that's Roberta's home. Let me tell you something. Roberta got his penis in a way you will never have it. Let me tell you something. That woman is doing stuff to him he ain't never heard of, never fathomed. She got your whole life and you watching her do it. And you know it. You know it. We got a super chat from Callista. Thank you so much, Callista. Thank you for the super chat, my love. Hey, sup, people. Thank you for the super chat. Some people said Garrick already tried to leave her. She's scared. Wait, when did they say that? I'm not saying I don't believe it. I absolutely believe it. Thank you so much, sup, people. Garrick already did leave her, though. If we're going to be real, he divorced her. He trying to get Roberta over here. Had it not been for COVID, he would have Roberta in our home right now. Had it not been for COVID, she would have already been there. He got an easy breezy divorce. He has no financial obligation to her whatsoever. She gonna lose her marriage. She gonna lose her husband. She gonna lose her house. She might even lose her livelihood. I don't know how involved Garrick is in her life, but from the way it looks, it seems like he's in every part and he controls everything that Danielle does. Even to the fitness, because I feel like Danielle likes to work out, but I only see her work out when it's with Garrick. I think they've been here before. I think they have been here before. I think there's a reason why she is accepting this sister wife life that we know she does not want, because I think he's been wandering. He's been wandering. So I feel like she accepted this because this is her way to still be with him, but give him what he wants. I feel like because they got married so young, y'all buddies at this point, at least for Garrick. I think he don't want to lose his best friend, but he also wants to move on with Roberta. And you know, Danielle, that's why I can't give you too much sympathy, because you know, you say it back to us, right? And your confessionals, you speak it because you see it. But for some reason, you will not digest that reality and get out of this situation. Why don't you protect yourself? The divorce, right there, he knew he had you. When you gave that man that easy breezy divorce, he knew he had you. He knew he had you. We don't have you no more. Anyway, Crystal, thank you so much for the super chat. Crystal said, Garrick wants Roberta, not polygamy. You better preach, Crystal. Danielle thought polygamy would save her marriage. When those borders closed due to COVID, she seemed happy. Yes, because Roberta was not in there. Thank you so much, Crystal. That's exactly what it is. He don't want polygamy. He want Roberta. Ornella, thank you so much for the super chat. Ornella said, I get so frustrated with Garrick and Danielle, especially his facial expressions. Ornella, what facial expressions? Garrick's face does not move. It's just this, what is it? It's like a little rat mouth. It like his face just doesn't move. It's the same face. Poor Daniela. You getting played by Ratatouille. Callista, thank you so much for the super chat. Callista said, I am shouting yes while walking my dog. Thank you. You're so welcome. Thank you for the super chat. So, Danielle. Thank you, J. Marie. Garrick is a gaslighter. Absolutely. Thank you so much for the super chat. So then Danielle drops this bomb. And honestly, guys, I had to walk away from this show for a minute. She says, due to COVID, after she does all this crying, oh, I just want to make sure she's safe and okay. Okay, girl, you better than me. So after she does all that crying, then they're in the confessional and she's just like, well, Garrick has now decided that he's going to get Roberta pregnant because we can't get her here to the US, and we don't want to lose the visa due to COVID. So we just skip marriage and go right to anchor baby. How can you not see that this woman is taking your life? He's divorced. He's divorced, Danielle, from you. You are no longer the wife. At this point, you're an acquaintance. You're probably just like a Facebook buddy at this point. You're not the wife, and he's trying to get this woman pregnant who he's going to marry. What more do you need? What more do you need? I feel like you're going to leave this marriage with gym equipment and them boys, because I don't see him wanting to be. Garrick gives me that Roberta is going to be his life, and I don't see Roberta wanting to raise no preteen boys. I don't get that from her. I see Roberta being a princess with her child. She gives me that stepmother. She gives me that stepmother where my baby comes first. That's what she gives me. That's what she gives me. You see it though, sis. You see it. Everybody in your family sees it. Let me call out your village. Trash. The village is trash. Do y'all go to the same church? What's going on here? Please give me the name of your church so I can block it from my life. I never want to hear from your pastor. I never want to see what the church look like. I need to block it from everything. Block it on Google, block it on Safari, block it on TLC, wherever it is, block it on my TV screen, block it in my mind, block it on Twitter. I don't ever want to see anything or hear anything about that church, because they are teaching foolishness. They are teaching absolute doormat foolishness to women, because everybody in your family is saying that this is a bad idea. Yeah, I think that he's just doing this for lust. But Danielle said that God told her to do this. So, oh, y'all don't love her. Y'all don't. Let me tell you something. A real family will make that whole situation hell. A real sister will be over there every day to the point where they won't even let you in the house no more. Fine, I'll sit in the parking lot. I'll sit in the parking lot with a bullhorn and say, this is mess. Your husband is a pervert. He is using you. Get the hell out of this. You can call the cops. I'll be back tomorrow. You're going to have to get a restraining order. Fine. I got to say 6 feet. No problem. I'll stay back 6 feet, but I'll get a bigger bullhorn and I'll scream into their house until my sister gets some sense. How you letting your child go through this and you'll just keep on coming over and being nice to him? Mom, you don't have to be nice to him. Every time you see Garrick, you should start swinging. Every time you see your mom, you need to just start swinging. Like, why are you being kind to this man that is manipulating and mentally abusing your daughter? What the hell is going on in Utah? Child, they got manipulators and scammers in Utah. Crystal, thank you so much for the super chat. Crystal said when Danielle fixed her mouth to tell us about them trying for a baby. What? We all had the same reaction. I went, I'm telling you, when she said that, I went, wait. Pause. Hold on. I got to get some water. Like, I had to get some water. I had to go for a walk. I looked out my balcony for 5 minutes and I was just like, what? What did I just hear? Danielle, but like, what can you do? You're not the wife anymore. You're a roommate. You're a roommate in your marriage. You are who's about to get evicted. I'm telling you right now, Roberta know exactly what she's doing. This little sweet, I can't speak English act that she's doing. Baby girl, get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. She can't speak English, but she mustered up enough English to let you know that she banged your man the first night. She knows what she's doing. She knows exactly what she's doing, and you are making it so easy for her. I don't know what to do. I'm just like, the way he has her mind. See, I'm not for, like, love is love, right? I'm really not against, marrying and being with your first love, you know what I mean? Because I have people in my family. I told you, my aunt and my uncle met when they were 13. They're in their 70s. They're still together, and they are in love. Like that, I believe it, right? For this couple, Danielle definitely needed to have other partners, or not. Well, I'm not saying sexual partners, but you needed to experience life before Garrick, because I don't think that you know that there is a huge world out there where this is unacceptable. That there is a huge world out there where the women who look at situations like this and see that it is a scam. I don't think you know that. I still think she's that 19-year-old girl that met this man in church when she was like 14, fell in love, married him, and this has been her life where he has consistently controlled it. And I think she comes from a family that's not poly, but a family where this is how the husband leads out, and this is how the wife doesn't lead out in the marriage. Because I'm seeing it with her mom. The way her mom talks about her situation, I'm just like, there's no anger there. There's, well, hopefully Danielle figures it out. You should be throwing hot grits on Garrick. Danielle should be holding you back every time he walks in a room. You know what I mean? Like, Danielle should be like, Mom, stop, please put down the cast iron skillet. Like, that's where the relationship should be. It shouldn't be, hey, Garrick, how you doing? I'm just coming to pick up the boys. You should walk in the house, don't even acknowledge him, right? And if he says something, she'd be like, oh, what's up, Satan? I'm coming to get my grandkids. They're not yours. That's where the relationship should be. But the mom is just like, chill. And I think they're under the same teaching. Oh God, church could be such a dangerous place. Isn't that so sad? A place that's supposed to be uplifting and joyous and beautiful and healing has been such a danger to women. Is there any religion out there where women aren't oppressed? Is there? I don't think so. Ain't that a shame? I can't even think of anything. I can't even think of anything. Damn shame. I'm still mad that you're not mad that they called you over the next morning and you literally rested in their sex. You were rolling around in their juices and had no idea. When you found out, you should have burned something down. I'm not saying you should have burnt your house down, but maybe, his car, his scooter, break his iPhone or something. Girl, you had every right, but you want to have a quiet conversation with him. No, but if you wanted intimacy, all you had to do was say that. No, because I feel like, girl. Danielle, I'm like overheated because of Danielle. Overheated. I forgot that I had a little crick in my neck and everything. I wouldn't be so upset with her if she didn't. Like, this is my problem with Danielle. She knows what's happening because she calls it out, but she does not do anything. So what you want me to do besides get upset? Why I want to fight your husband and you don't? The math ain't math, then you better wake up. Roberta gonna have your whole damn life if she don't have it already. Get out of here. Get out of here. I forget. What are their names? I think it's the Joneses. I call them Bang and Friend Zone Wife. Because what the hell is going on? I think her name is Natasha. Why did you friend zone yourself in a marriage? But this is the thing with Natasha, right? I feel like, oh, thank you, Sup People. I don't think I got this super chat. Thank you so much, Sup People. Sup People said they don't seem religious. I think producers. Who are we talking about? Thank you for the super chat. I'm glad I caught that, child. Let me make sure I got everybody. Yeah, I think I got everybody. Bang and Friend Zone Wife. This is a choice, right? But I think that Friend Zone Wife, Natasha, I think that unfortunately she's the perfect candidate for this kind of relationship. Because when earlier in the episodes where she talked about how she has issues with her mother and they have a strained relationship, I wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised in how when she was hanging out with her mother, how she was trying to have a conversation. She's bringing her gifts, like trying to make something good out of what was a sour relationship, right? Because she's saying, being very endearing to her mom, and her mom is giving her nothing. You know what I mean? She's just like, well, yeah, we're going to see about another sister wife. Well, I think this is a dumb situation for you to be in, but you want to do it. Like, that is like where her mom is. And she's being, oh, mom, me and my mom, our relationship is strained. You need therapy, not a husband. And all them kids. You're a young girl with no kids. Why are you taking it? Every time I see her, she with the kids. Where's Bayang? Why ain't he with his children? Where is the mother? Let me tell you something. The fact that the mother gave birth to them kids, was in this poly relationship, and was just like, you know what, I don't want it, and left the kid. I said, how you gonna be the first wife? Not only lead the situation, but lead the kids for the second wife to take care. Child, let me tell you something. If I was Natasha, when the first wife picked up and left, I would have did the same damn thing. You're not leaving me with your responsibility. I was supposed to help out. I was supposed to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich every other Thursday, not every day. Then I got to tuck them in, check for lice, because, that's what happens with, Let me get out of it. Listen, them kids look like they have had a bout with lice. Let's tell the truth and shame the devil. But I would have never become the full-timer. Excuse me? Oh, no, I came into this situation as support. Now I'm the lead? Absolutely not. Let me back out of this. But she stayed. And like, she's encouraging him. I was the one who said that he should get a sister wife. I believe it, right? But I don't think that you said that for you. I think you said that for him. And I think that's who Natasha is. Natasha is a people pleaser. She wants people, or she will sacrifice herself to make others happy so that they could stay in her life. And that's because of that raggedy mother. Rachel, thank you so much for the super chat. Rachel said, so glad you're covering this show. It gets me heated. Listen, you see what's happening to me right now. Thank you so much, Rachel, for the super chat. But I think that that's who she is. I think that, he probably, Bayang, I think he probably suggested it a few times, but I think she was the one who put it in motion because she knew that it was something that he wanted. I don't think that's something that she wants because she's giving me, I feel like she's just doing the most. You know, when Bang went on a date with Goldie Hawn of the Woods, okay? Because when he called her for a date and she was just like, I'm in the woods right now. Ma'am, you are not trying to be nobody wife. You want to get on TV. You want to be on the show. This is interesting and fun for you. You're an adventurer, so you want to do something fun. And that's date a polyamorous couple on TV. That's what this girl is here for. Anyway, when he goes out on the date with Goldie Hawn, she's just like, so how was it? Did you kiss? Oh my goodness, what was it like? It was even, she was doing so much, it even made him feel a bit awkward because you are the wife. And she's like, oh, surely no other wife would do this, but I'm a different wife. She was giving me, I'm not a regular mom. I'm a cool mom. I'm not a regular wife. I'm a cool wife. You need therapy today. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You need a lot of it. You need a lot of it because I guarantee you, if you get your mind right, you will not allow Bang and them freaking, he always looks like he's being fitted for prom. You know what I mean? Like he has halfway on his prom outfit that he's going to wear, but he don't have the full thing on because it's just the fitting. It always looks like that to me. Like, I'm just like, are you about to go to your junior prom fitting? Where are you going, sir? What is this look? And he let a little bang, little Harry Potter bang. He will keep that covering that eye because that's his thing. You can't tell him he ain't hot with that. Anyway, he was a little awkward by how giddy she was about him going on a date with Goldie Hawn because you knew what that girl looked like. You're not dumb. You're not dumb, but you want to make it seem like you're okay with this situation when probably when he left to go on that date with Goldie Hawn, you probably punched a hole in a wall somewhere and then plastered it up and made sure it was all dried and cover up so nobody could know what was going on. You give me that. When he goes off on dates with other women, you give me that you punch holes in a wall or something, but like punch yourself in the forehead. I get that from you. I get that from you. I want you to go to therapy, Natasha. You're a sweet girl. You are a very sweet girl, but you are making yourself a doormat to make people comfortable and to make them stay. It's very obvious. It comes from the mother. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You can't pick and choose your parents. You need to get that worked out because this is not a good situation for you either. I think it's a great situation for him because his wife, I just can't believe that lady picked up and said, I'm good. I'm good. You can take care of them kids. Ma'am, you got a whole girl that's about to be a teenager. You need to be there. But anyway, I think that for him, he needs help, right? So he would love to have somebody at the home taking care of his kids while one of you, is teaching his kids science. He could be banging one, upstairs. And then, when that's done, you can, after he's done banging you, you can go make the kids dinner and he could take the one that was teaching them apples and oranges and bang her apples and oranges. Like, it's a good situation for him. Is he providing? What does he do? Where they getting this money from to take care of wives? Because women ain't cheap. Are these women allowing themselves to be cheapened and be in a polyamorous relationship? Whew. This is just hell. This is just hell. Y'all in poly relationships with broke men. Why? I could be in a, can I be in a poly relationship? No, I couldn't do it. I couldn't share a man. I could have multiple men though. But anyway, I feel like if you're in a relationship with a man that is wealthy, oh, you know what? I could be in a poly relationship with Jeff Bezos. I could do that. Maybe for like a couple months. I'll probably get pregnant at dinner. Like, Jeff, I'm pregnant. I get the baby kicking. But I feel like if the dude has money, that might be, I could understand that, right? Because you're just like a pimp. You're just well taken care of. But to be in a poly relationship with somebody and you still got to go to work, you got to work a whole 9 to 5 shift. and then come home and be wife number 3. This just, y'all gotta be on something. Something's going on. He gotta be blackmailing you or something. Is he a Scientologist? What's going on? Because Natasha, I don't think he's taking care of you. Don't you have a job as well? Something ain't right. The math ain't mathing. Thank you so much, Crystal, for the super chat. Crystal said, Sidian, Lord Sidian, with the Aaliyah Bayang and the eyeliner. Listen, you can't tell. Let me tell you something. One thing about Sidian and them big boots, he know he cute. You can't tell that man any different. Sidian, no, he fine. Okay, that is a choice to wear that. What is it? It's not a blazer. What is that? He wears that with the pinstripe shirt and the big boots with the eyeliner and the bang. Like, it's a look. It is a look. Goldie Hawn is not going to stick around. Goldie Hawn is not going to stick around in this relationship. The problem is Sidian really likes her. He really, really, really likes Goldie. I think he's going to continue to pursue her, but I don't think that Goldie is interested in being in a relationship with Sidian. Let's get into the Winders. I just want to say, this show magnifies how easy it is, or not how easy it is, but how men just have it so easy. Because this silent farmer, right? Let's be real. This willfully, like he's willingly silent farmer with the haircut of a colonial child, has 2 wives and 1 woman applying to be the 3rd. See how good they got it? He doesn't even speak. He says like 2 words and they're just like, oh, I want to be his wife. What does he I don't get it. I do not. I'm telling you, it has to be religion. I think there's something going on with the second wife. I think there's something going on concerning her family. I don't know if she's in a witness protection program and she's running from something, but something is going on with that girl's family. Something is going on because I feel like she has some sense. I can't see her being in this situation without something going on to keep her in it. I don't know if it's going to come up in the season finale, but I feel like there's more to the story with them because I just don't believe that you all met this man and said, yes, I want to be wife number 2. Or I want to be the first wife and bring in a second. I just don't see that. I just don't see how maybe, you know what? Religion can do some things to the mind because I think of the men I was attracted to in church. So you know what? Maybe. But that second wife, girl, you got a story. You got a story. I don't know if we're going to find out this season, but we're going to find out. You got a story. She probably is hot in front of mob or something. Anyway, the silent farmer, the sisters are auditioning for a 3rd wife because, you know, the second wife can't give him, or they're struggling to conceive, and they just, you know, want a 3rd wife to have more help around the house and around the farm. So they reach out to Kimberley, and they've been talking to Kimberley for about a year, and then Kimberley is finally able to come to see them. You know, she got COVID tested and everything. Everybody felt safe with her coming to visit them. I want to say this. When Kimberley walked through the door serving Kentucky Trucker, Silent Cowboy was like, hell no. Hell no. I don't see him going all the way with her. I don't see. Oh, wait, Kimberley, you said the second wife comes from polygamy? Okay. Well, maybe that's it. But I feel like there's a part of her that wants to break free. I feel like I could be wrong, but I feel like there's a part of her that wants to break free. Anyway, Kimberley walks into the home looking like a full trucker. I will be honest with you. When we saw Kimberley on camera for the first time, I think it was the baseball cap and, you know, that Catherine shirt and them bedazzled pocket jeans and them big sneakers. I will be honest, Kimberley. I was just like, are you sure you want a husband? Can we be real? I was looking at Kimberley like, it's the way you're holding your shoulders, girl. Wait a minute, you trying to do polygamy with the wrong sex. Something is going on, Kimberley. Just Kimberly's whole presence, and there was just I don't know. I felt like she connected more with the sister wives than she did with him, and the sister wives loved Kimberley. Kimberley, what's going on? What's going on? I said, ma'am, you coming to meet a man that you want to potentially be his wife? Why was this the look? And then the way, like, guys, let's be real. The way she was just standing, she was like, hey, oh, yeah, we got a lot of mountains where I'm from. Whose wife are you trying to be? Kimberley? Girl. Oh, goodness, too busy to wait, said Kimberley does not like men. Listen, thank you for the super chat. I'm not saying that that's true. I'm just saying you hold your shoulders a little broad, Kimberley. A little, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I couldn't believe that was her. She looked a lot different when they were chatting with her, didn't she? That wet, greasy ponytail. She kept that wet, greasy ponytail the whole weekend. What man are you trying to entice? Kimberley. Kimberley, are you trying to get with the cowboy or one of them sisters? What's going on? What? Because I just don't see it. They have no chemistry. Kimberley and the cowboy have no chemistry whatsoever. And I think the silent cowboy is trying to be nice, so he won't really say it. He's just like, well, no, I don't. I won't say if I'm attracted to her. It's early. You can be honest. You can be like Kimberley was in a baseball cap with a wet ponytail the whole time she was there. You're not trying to get no man, woman to woman. Let's be real. That is not how you go meet a dude that you're trying to, possibly marry for the first time. Every woman, does a little something that they ain't never did before when they going out on the first date. Kimberley, what was this look? I was like, either you're coming here to get one of the sister wives or you came here to jump the sister wives. This outfit did not look like you were trying to impress these people or impress this man for the first time. Something was up. Something was up, Kimberley. What's the tea? Wendy said about him being grudgingly. Who? Thank you so much for the super chat, though, Wendy. Who are we talking about? Are we talking about Kermit? Because one of y'all call him Kermit. I saw that. Are y'all talking about Kermit? Anyway, so Kimberley is there, and she is like having a great time, but she's hanging with the sister wives, right? Her time with Kermit, it's nothing is really popping, right? Because even the producer trying to be messy. Do you think he's cute? Do you find him attractive? Well, he's somebody else's husband, so I don't think that that's something that I should be talking about. You can say you're not attracted to him, Kimberley. I mean, you don't have to say it. We all see it. He's not attracted to you either. All's fair. All's fair. How? Can we just be real? I know we all have thought about like what is it like with Kermit? He just seems like he doesn't really speak. The ladies already said that he doesn't have any emotion. What if all his emotion is in the bedroom? You know what I mean? What if he has no emotion until it's time to get down and dirty? What if he just becomes the rock in the bedroom? I don't think so, but I have to give these ladies something. I just don't understand. Like, even if you're in a polygamy, like poly relationships, even if that's what you do, how was this the dude that could wrangle two women and audition a third? How? What did he say? He don't talk. How did he get y'all? Like, what is going on? Well, the first thing is we can't be alone. Fine. Easy breezy. Just weird. So weird. Before I get out of here, let me say this. And maybe, I don't know if they were on last season, but there's a hierarchy with them sister wives. And I think the first one, right? The first one and the second one give me Rachel and Leah. Biblical. We're going to the Bible. Why not? Everybody else in the show is this. They give me Rachel and Leah because what I get is that first one, I feel like she acts real chill on camera, but I think she gets that second one together. I really, really do. Because if you notice, she speaks first. And before the second one says anything, she looks at her to make sure that her story is in line or her comments are in line with what she's about to say. And I don't know if you caught it, but I think it was the second to third episode where she was talking about struggling to have a child, and they were all at dinner. It was the second wife, Kermit, and the first wife, and Kermit was just like, oh, well, it's just something that we're just going to have to, work through. Some of us can't do what others can do. And the first wife, Rachel, looks at Leah and goes, why the hell are you smirking at her when we're talking about her not being able to conceive? What's going on? I feel like she runs that house, and I feel like she bullies that second one. That's what I get from her. I get that she bullies that second. I guarantee you, if I'm not gonna say it's gonna be Kimberley, because I don't think Kimberley is gonna make the cut. Because Kimberley is coming for the sister wife. She ain't coming for Kermit. If a third sister wife come into that situation, I think the second wife and the third sister wife is gonna link up and take down that bully, because that first one gives me bully. Why from the minute she smirked at her? Why are you smirking at her? They're talking about her miscarrying. What was the smirk about? Yeah, she can't have kids. I see something. Wendy said Kermit is boring. Absolutely. Definitely boring. But he got two wives and one trying to be the third. I don't know. Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about with this episode. If you're just here for the review, beloved, it ends right now. What are your thoughts? Let's get into it. Coos Girly said, I was surprised the wives are getting along this season, especially now that they're in the same house. Oh, they don't normally get along? This is my first season. So I don't know. Whew. Oh, wait. Wendy, I thought the second wife was the one who couldn't have babies. The first wife can't have babies? Whoever the tall wife is, she bullies the one that is having trouble conceiving. She bullies her. That's the thing. Crystal says something about Kermit's jokes about himself are kind of funny. That was surprising to see this episode. He seemed to have opened up a bit more this episode. So it was, it was nice to see. Still creepy, but it was nice to see. Denard, Maya said, Denard better be the money making all these women want Colton. Does he have money? I'm confused. I really am confused. Oh, she's the second wife. Thank you so much, Rosemary. Thank you, Rosemary. And I think Marie for clarifying that for me. Well, the second wife bullied that first wife, and she bullies her because she can have children and the other one is struggling. That's what that is. Oh, that's why she's sticking around. Thank you so much, Shonda. And that's what is tolerable about him. He knows that he's weird. You know what I mean? He knows that he's a little odd and off-putting, and he jokes about that. I will say, I enjoyed Kermit a bit this episode. I think because he just opened up a bit more, and I was like, oh, there is a human under, this. Like there's somebody under that puppet. There's somebody under there. And I think, if we could see more, the cussing Kermit, that's who he is. I think then I could probably get it and understand a bit more. But as of right now, I don't see it. Oh, he's a pharmacist and has his own farm. So he's getting some kind of coin. Okay. Okay. Wait a minute. So wait a minute. Y'all confirming this. Colton is a pharmacist and has a family farm. Okay. So he don't look like it, but Colton got money. That's why Kimberley. Because I'm like, Kimberley, why the hell are you crying? Oh, they were all so nice to me and I don't want to leave. And it's been a year. What did y'all do? Y'all painted each other's nails and you ate hot dogs. What about that made you emotional? Colton can take care of them women. Colton can provide. That's what it is. Because one thing I learned, and I learned this from the ID channel, the middle America farm people be wealthy. Mad wealthy, like multi-millionaires. They just don't look like it because they're farm people, but they have a lot of money. Now, wait a minute, Colton. Do you have a coin? If he got a coin and is the rock in the bedroom, I might be on next season. Kimberly Rivers said they talked a lot over social media before they met. Yeah, they talked for like a year. And I think the reason why they talked for a year is because of COVID. I think, remember before COVID, Kimberly was trying to get out there already. Did Kimberly look different, guys? I feel like Kimberly looked different because when Kimberly showed up, I said, wait a minute, who is this? Who is this bull riding mom? Like, who is this? I could not believe that was Kimberly. She just looked really different. Yeah, Colton has that generational farm wealth. So you know what, guys, confirm this with me because this is my first season watching. The second wife, was she brought in for children or was she brought in to help? Because the first wife was having trouble conceiving. Was she brought in to bear children? Was that why, or did he want her? Did he want the second one? Some people said Colton comes from a group where this is common. He wouldn't be able to trick people easily. Yeah, they're Mormon, right? And that's their religion. When Kimberly was trying to like I think Kimberly wanted it so bad. Like they could have said anything to her and she would have been game. But when she was trying to like make Baptist and Mormon the same thing, I was like, Kimberly, if I was you, I would have just said, yeah, I'm fine with converting. Like, girl, yeah, because I'm Baptist and we believe that we go to heaven and we see each other. So it's sort of the same thing. No, it's not. It's not. It's very different. That's why they have two different names. It's very different. You should have just been like, you know what? Yeah, I have no problem converting. Colton, I want to be here. I'll pick weeds on this farm if I don't ever have to go to work again. Ciao. Okay, so he was already with the second. Thank you, Rosemary. So he was already with the second. She was not brought in for children. Okay. Really? See, you know what? I think I'm a binge the first and second season. Because Crystal said last season it seemed like he really liked the second wife, and the first wife couldn't handle that. I see something with them, but I feel like when that second wife had that baby, she became something else. Rachel and Leah, look it up. Look it up. Wait, yeah, there it is. Coos Girlie said the first wife has a child, but she wanted to have a few and hasn't been able to continue a pregnancy since the first one. She does. Wait, is the first child the daughter? Let me know, Coos Girlie, because wasn't there a daughter that Kimberly met? Is that the first wife's daughter? Oh, some people said he had them in two different houses paying for both last. Oh, I gotta watch the last season. Really? Now that I still couldn't do it, but that would make a bit more sense to have a second house and not live in the same place. Oh wait. Oh, thank you, Rosemary. Okay, so I'm gonna thank you, Dinar, for confirming. Dinar said yes, that's the first wife's daughter. Okay, so I will watch the second season. I didn't watch the first or second because I thought it was different couples every season. But since are all the couples from on season 3 on season 2 and season 1 as well, or is season 1 new and season 2 is new, but season 3 continue with these couples? Let your girl know. Let your girl know. He had them in 2 different houses. So I guess they're showing a better face this season. Well. Let me get into the second season. Hold on. Crystal said not only the Winders, no, only the Winders. Oh, okay. So the Winders and Snowdens came on season 3, and they were also on season 2. Okay. Calista said, girl, watch season 2. There are different couples and the tea is scalding hot. I will. I had no idea about this show until you guys started talking to me about it. Aisha Lee said, except for Gerard and Sidian, all the husbands are the same, and Garrick. Okay. Denard said they lived in 2 different houses and wanted to be authentic, so they all moved in together. I would have never given up my house. I would have never given up my house. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I think they still keep their houses. I think Garrett makes them do this for filming. I think they kept their houses. What? Callista said one girl faked her death to get away from her family. Okay, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing this weekend. I know what I'm doing this weekend. Hey, Algie Real 43 said, I think they had 2 houses because polygamy is illegal in Utah. Once they changed states, okay, they moved in together. Damn, I wouldn't have moved. I would have convinced Kermit to stay in Utah. Wait, how is polygamy illegal in Utah? Are we sure about that? Hey, Advice Queen. Advice Queen said, ever see the show Big Love? They each had a house. Favorite show. Oh, wait. Big Love is about polygamy? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Hey, Sherry B. Sherry B said, oh, yeah, LOL. She sure enough did try to fake a heart attack. I need to watch this season. Okay.
Sorry, I couldn't quite hear you.
I said season, girl. I need to. Okay, I'll watch that because we got a long weekend this weekend. So yeah, I'll watch it. I'm so shocked that polygamy is illegal in Utah, of all places. Didn't it start there? Like, what? That is so crazy. Anissa, hey, Anissa said, I mean, is it really polygamy if they're not legally married? Points were made. My thing is, this is what I would like TLC to do on season 4. I think I would love a same-sex polygamy couple along with a polygamy couple where the woman has multiple husbands. I would love to see that. I think this show focuses too much on, traditional polygamy, and that's great, but we're not in traditional times anymore. I would love to see them mix it up. Really? Wendy Sims said, escaping polygamy showed these heifers living in destitution and struggle. They ain't fooling me. Well, with the Snowdens, didn't they have to walk around naked? And wasn't there not enough money to feed them? Ciao. Hey, Caitlin. Caitlin said, yeah, Nikki, I just took family law this semester and we talked about polygamy being illegal in the US for a week. Wow. Sabine Lorna, hey sis, said yes, polygamy is illegal in Utah. That's why the show Sister Wives moved from Utah. They moved to Vegas. Child, didn't the sister wives start leaving the husband after they moved to Vegas? Because I remember I was watching one reunion and the first wife had left the situation and the second wife had left the situation and they got another one in and she was pregnant. Child, I never watched the show, but I watched that reunion and I was like, y'all are too old to be this messy. Y'all are too old. Anisha said, I want to see a poly couple where they're just all in a relationship with each other. Me too. And I would love to see like a black, people of color couple as well. Not them weirdos like the Snowdens or the Clarks. Because like the Clarks are perverted. The Snowdens are just abusive. I want a normal. Can we get a normal polygamous couple? Oh, really? Kimberley said they did a show titled Brother Husbands on the TLC app. Boo! Bring it to TV. Let us see it. Let us see it. Crystal said, Nikki, the Winder Wives made a statement about Kimberley. Apparently she has struggled with alopecia. Oh no, Crystal, how long have I been talking about Kimberley in that hat? Why didn't you tell me this before? Girl has Rebecca's Photoshop filter skills though from 90 Day. Oh, well, that makes sense. I'm sorry, Kimberly. I still don't think you want Kermit, but I'm sorry, sis. I'm sorry. Oh, I wish you would have. No, not everybody can afford a lace front. It still doesn't explain the shirt and them big jeans. Anyway, I'm sorry, Kimberly. I didn't know. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh, Kermit. Yeah, I don't know if Kermit is going to go with Kimberly. Black Lavender said the Snowdens be looking broke like they need every check they can get. They really do. They really do. That whole family surviving off of IKEA furniture. You got all them kids, you need some real furniture. Not no, what is it, Jennifer convertibles. You need some real furniture. With them kids that jump up on everything, stay out of IKEA and go to the real furniture stores. Oh, wait a minute, hold on, y'all. These comments are going. Mocha said there is a show on Showtime called Polyamory. The women have other partners. Showtime, listen. Showtime is a little too risque for me. Like every time I'm watching a show on Showtime, I'm clutching my pearls. Showtime and Cinemax, I can't. You be watching the show on Showtime and be like, oh my God, is that a real penis? What is going on? So I don't know, like how gritty does that show get? Gently, hey sis, said escaping polygamy has to do with a cult, I believe. The FDLS cult. Oh my God, there's so many polygamy, polyamory, oh my gosh. Too many of these, they're too different to have the same kind of name. Y'all just got to call it something different. Tracy said, I follow this black poly couple on Instagram. They are living their best life and try to inform the masses. Listen, that works for some people, right? Some people can share. I'm not one of them, right? I couldn't share my partner, right? But some people can actually do that. Some people prefer, they love this person, but they prefer to only be with them for a couple of days of the week and are fine with sharing them with somebody else. It works. It works. But I do think that a lot of the women, especially the first wives in this situation, I feel like a lot of them are, absolutely manipulated into agreeing to the situation. But I do think that a lot of them take advantage of it so that they can get free childcare from the second wife coming in, which is probably why they always look for somebody young that they can manipulate. Hello, Clarks. Yes, I'm talking about you. Yes, I'm talking about you. Calissa said, naked Snowdens. Wait, is that why all the furniture is covered in blankets and towels? Probably. Some people said the Snowden husband's net worth is worth $3 million. What is his name? Hold on. What does he do? What does he do? Oh, Dimitri owns an IT company. Oh, and that's how he met Ashley. He fixed her computer. He works in computers. What is Dimitri Snowden's net worth? Between his gig as a reality TV star and being a successful entrepreneur, it's safe to say that Dimitri is making enough money to live a pretty comfortable lifestyle. He currently has an estimated net worth of 1 to 3 million. That's not a lot of money. Listen, it's a lot of money that I don't have. But when you think about it, 1 to 3 million in LA, it's something. It's not a lot. Crystal said, I don't believe he's worth that much. Oh, he faked his own network, Callista? Oh, child. Gently said, the Clarks have 4 kids. I don't want to judge, but putting kids into this just fills strains. Absolutely. The parents are doing it for themselves. They're not considering the children at all, especially them Snowdens. They keep on bringing different women in the home, and the kids are getting attached to them, and then these women are fleeing because something is going wrong in that home. Ciao. Who was Kalia or Kalea? Anyone know who Kalea is pregnant by? I guess she has moved on with her new boo. Is that the girl from last season? I do remember her. Some people said that's what Colton probably makes. I agree. Some people, hold on. Oh my gosh, these comments. Jay Marie said, now look up Colton's net worth. I don't believe he's rich until y'all show some receipts. Hold on. What's his last name? Colton. Colton what? Winder. Colton Winder. Oh, somebody else was looking it up because it came up right away. Oh, they don't have it here. Seeking sister wife Colton Winder depressed and suicidal before second wife. Oh, I gotta watch season 2. What? Oh, but yeah, we don't have they don't have anything about his net worth. There's nothing about his net worth. I bet you this couple, are they in their 20s? I bet you this old looking couple is in their 20s. Yeah, there's nothing about his net worth. I can't find it. Oh, yeah, so she's pregnant and thriving. Good for her. Thank you, Cooscurly. Yeah, if Colton is old farm money, he got money. He got money. He got money. Oh, wait a minute. You're saying that somebody, who else is making money? Who's making about $100,000 a year? Who? On this show? Who? Yeah, I knew they were young. I knew they were young, some people. I knew they were young. Let me tell you something. Religion will age you. Religion will age you. Shad Pearl, it's too many cults out here for you to be single. That's the sad truth. Child, that is the sad truth. No, Stephanie, I have nothing against Jennifer convertibles. Listen, when I first moved to LA, I got my furniture from Jennifer convertibles, IKEA. Where's what is it called? Furniture place. It's the regular furniture place that everybody goes to. I got stuff from there too. So it's nothing. I don't mean to drag anybody who does Jennifer convertibles. But Stephanie said, hey now, my Jennifer convertibles lasted me a brick until my nephew came to live with me. See, I'm telling you, you have to get that old time furniture when kids get involved because they just like to climb and jump. Hey, Rosemary. Rosemary said, what do you think about Garrick trying to get Roberta pregnant? I think he's trying to do an anchor baby and hopefully get her here faster. I think that's just, something that he was always going to do. But I think now that at this moment, they're currently living through COVID and, a lot of restrictions. So I think with that, he's, probably trying to impregnate her so that he can move the visa process faster. Here, I thought he was 48. Here, I thought he was 48. What you say, Crystal? Crystal said Kimberley could be Mike's sister from 90 Days. She makes me think of Mike's mom. Maybe she's just maybe she just grew up with brothers. Maybe she just grew up with brothers. I understand the baseball cap, the rest of the outfit, Kimberley. I don't know. I don't know of any woman aside from you, Kimberley, who would go to meet a potential husband like that. I don't know. I was like, did you know that you were going to meet him today? Or did they take you? Was this your plain clothes? And that's different if this is what you flew in, right? And you were not expecting to meet him right away, but production forced you. That's different. But you also had this outfit on the whole time you were there. So girl, I don't know. I do not know. MC said, I don't mean to be harsh, but I haven't seen a hot man on plural marriages. I am shallow enough to be persuaded to join this type of thing for a rich and hot guy, but these men, not for me. Listen. A fine rich man will make you contemplate some things. A broke silent one? I don't know. Jan said, I got mine from Furniture in the Raw and stained it myself. What is Furniture in the Raw? That sounds fun. Furniture in the Raw. Where's that? Oh, it's in Texas. Oh, I got some nice stuff. Look at me shopping. Oh, okay. Oh, this whole set for $450. Oh, this is nice. Oh, look. Blame Jan. Also, Jan said they're all guys. Can I tell you? I have a mirror right here. And I saw something move out the side of my eye, and it was my arm. I was about to tear this place up. Y'all know I don't play with spiders. Jan said they're all about the Bible until it doesn't fit them, and then they change their own rules, like having sex on the first. Yep. I wonder when God put that whisper in his ear. Let's tell the truth and shame the devil. Because, Harry, God told you to do this. He also told you to sleep with Roberta the first time you laid eyes on him. And now he's also telling you to get her pregnant and not marry her. Garrick, this is you. Who was the one person in Danielle's life that was just like, this is just lust. This isn't God. They said it, but they didn't say it with enough conviction and didn't put enough base behind it for it to land. But I'm like, y'all could speak truth. What is it? Why are y'all afraid of Garrick? Sherry B said, I feel like the main Clark's wife just wants someone to take some of the responsibilities off of her, bedroom and kids. Kids, she gives me, I need a break. Yes, because she does all the household things and take care of the children and also works a 9 to 5 job while he sits on there on TV and acts like he's this king that can provide and take care of everything. If you can, why do all of your wives have to work? Because you're not the king. You're not taking care of everything. You just want all these women to have sex with. Such a nasty self. He gets me very nasty, and not in a good way. Hold on. There was a really, yes. Thank you, sub people. Some people said it seems like they're throwing religion in there. They don't seem religious. Absolutely. Jay Marie said, as trifling as Dimitri and Jared are, at least they're not putting their actions on God. That's all we can give them. Stephanie, she absolutely is. Stephanie says she tired of them kids. Absolutely. Absolutely. She wants a nanny. And they have a problem because the sister wives that come in don't know that they're being the nanny, but they're bringing them in to be the nanny. But there's no money. So the sister wives have to work. So the first wife is feeling, still stressed and was hoping that a second wife would actually be able to help her out. But that is not the case because the king ain't providing for his kingdom. You know what, Sonora? I ain't want to say it, but it's very weird how everybody in that family is afraid to say anything to him. What's going on? Nobody will say anything to Garrick's face. And then when it's time, when you get to the point where you have to confront Garrick, everybody is just like, oh, Garrick, well, wait, what's up with Garrick? What's the true tea on him? Hold on. What is the hold on? I just saw something and I want to talk about it. Here it is. Thank you, Mocha. Mocha said, are you sure it's not just lust? Well, he says it's from God, so it's just lust. I think he just does not want to be with Danielle anymore. I think at this point, Danielle is a really good friend. It's not somebody that he wants to be with sexually. It's not somebody that he wants to, I believe, continue on in his life with. I think he wants to do that with Roberta. And I think Roberta wants to get to the United States. So here it is. It's a win-win for the both of them. He's already divorced his wife. Legally, Roberta will become his wife and have his child. The both of them got what they want. The only person who has not been satisfied in this relationship is Danielle. But that's not a shocker there because she hasn't been satisfied from day one of the time when he put this bug in her ear about having another wife. Wendy said, let me snatch a Jeff Bezos or a Bill Gates. Run me my coin. I ain't letting you go without a fight. Hey, Stephanie. Stephanie said they on some Jim Jones cult type ish. Yeah, they all gonna be sipping Kool-Aid, wearing Levi's, and waiting on the mothership. I hope not. Some people said Danielle seems like she thinks Garrick is out of her league. Seems like the popular guy with the sad girl. I get that. That's a very great observation, some people. I absolutely get that. I absolutely get it. Hey, Jan. Jan said, they get themselves into this mess. They know what they're walking into. They've seen cults. They know about the kind of living. So I don't know that I blame the women all that much. Yeah. I think the men are definitely responsible. I think the women have to take some responsibility as well, especially with somebody like Danielle who calls it out. Danielle calls it out and names what the issue is, but then she stays in the situation. So I honestly think it's just this is the only man she's ever known all across the board, and she's afraid to leap into the unknown. But I gotta tell you, sis, the unknown is better than this hell that you're currently living in. Your husband is gaslighting you. You went from a wife to a roommate in another woman's home. Girl, what? This ain't God. Get out of this. Coos Girlie said, Nikki, I cannot wait for you to watch season 2 with the Snowdens and his sister wife, Vanessa. I can't wait either. This seems very interesting. Hey, Maya. Maya said, I'm glad that you are reviewing the show and finally met Garrick. The whole time I was watching the show, I kept saying, what would Nikki think of this food? Love all of your reviews. Thank you so much. Love you. Thank you. Yeah. Garrick is trash. Garrick is trash. I'm telling you, when he was crying and rubbing Roberta and looking at Danielle and saying that he didn't want to leave Roberta, I was like, Danielle, punch him. Punch. Do it, sis. You have every right. She starts crying and walks away. Girl. Girl. Kimberly, thank you for bringing that up. I forgot to talk about that with the Clarks. Kimberly said it's very telling that the non-religious relationships can include bisexuality. Let me tell you something. The only reason why the Clarks did not invite that in is because Mr. Clark is this macho, chauvinistic pig, right? The minute that girl said that she was bisexual, he immediately felt threatened. He immediately felt threatened because he felt like he could not please her, which lets me know that he totally has no idea what bisexuality is, right? He is seeing it as something sexual and something that he would not be able to fulfill a certain part of her because she is desiring a woman and not him. And then he also felt threatened that he could lose his woman to this woman. I was just like, how are you into poly relationships when you were so insecure? So insecure, and you want to be the king of that castle with all those insecurities? Go to therapy. Don't get another wife. Don't get another wife. Jan said, you're right. She wants a nanny. I was just about to type that too, that Vanessa first thing she asked them women about, do you like to cook or watch the kids? She just wants a nanny. Absolutely. And she doesn't want to pay. She wants to pay the nanny and her husband's penis. No, it's not going to work because your husband is not somebody that women want to be with. Only you, for some odd reason. I think it's because he probably married you young, and you're a lot like Danielle in this situation where you think that this is what a relationship or a marriage is supposed to be. You have no clue that it could be better, that you could actually be happy in your relationship. Oh, wait a minute. I hope I gave you this, Maya. Thank you. Stephanie said off subject because I'm channel surfing. But do you watch Extreme Sisters? Oh my gosh, the foolishness. Okay, back on topic. I don't, because those sisters are just, I don't like being grossed out. That's another reason why I didn't watch Married at First Sight Unmatchables. When I saw Married at First Sight, the girl was eating on the toilet, I was out. With Extreme Sisters, when I saw those sisters humping each other, I was out. I can't be grossed out. I can't. Like, that's where I draw the line on being grossed out. Yeah, Jan, we're going to talk about that next week. Or we're going to talk about this week. I'll put up a reminder, but I'm compiling all of the information that I have learned about the Snowdens, and we're just going to get into it. Sherry B said, yes, Gerard and his swole self was definitely threatened. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's Ray Ray. Hey, sis. Said, why do the Clarks keep targeting young ladies? Manipulation. It's manipulation because they cannot, the Clarks have proven to not be able to successfully take care of the women in the relationship because the main wife is working. The second wife had to work. There's not enough provision, right? So they want to bring in a young girl who has a troubled home so that they can present as her parents and give her that comfort that she was desiring from her parents, but she gets it from them. And in this way, they can exploit her with labor and sex. That's why they go for something young. I feel like this 37-year-old woman is going to give them a run for their money, and I cannot wait. Kimberly said it's also messed up that TLC knew about the Snowdens before season 1. Oh, I didn't know that, but still included them, basically helping them prey on at least 3 more women. I had no idea. I had no idea. Jan said, I hate to see people put crap on God. It just appalls me. My God isn't like that and doesn't work that way. Someday they're going to stand before the throne and answer to God. And I'd love to be there. All right, Peter. All right. You better be watching God's work in heaven. Some people said, you see how the wives move most of the stuff. He's big for nothing. He is big for nothing. Calls himself the king, don't provide, don't do nothing. He gets these sister wives and they take care of him. He the sister wife. Stephanie said that young girl Taylor wanted all the smoke. She was not afraid of Big Swole. Something happened. Something happened to him. And I'm telling you, if the producers would have stayed on her, she would have spoken. She would have spoken out because she was just like, she was going off on him. Yes, Gerard, what do you want from me, Gerard? I said, oh, go off. What Gerard do? Let us know. Let us know. Speak, honey. Speak. Oh, that's a mess. Calista said, yes, apparently multiple women reached out to TLC during season 1 about the Snowdens. No, not TLC constantly giving provision to abusers. Wendy said they always bring Abraham from the Bible into this mess. Wasn't God upset that he got a second wife? The ancient wife got pregnant and the son got the blessing in the end, though. First of all, people don't be reading that Bible right. Abraham was stressed with them 2 wives. He was stressed. If he could have done it over again, he would have got that second one. Yep. Mr. Jan said Mr. Clark can't compete with the other men. That's why. And apparently he can't compete with other women. He got all that body and is insecure. Sherry B said the Snowdens have had a revolving door of sister wives who haven't worked out for at least 10 to 12 years. Well, it's obviously them. They're obviously the problem. All right, family, let me get out of here. This video is going over 2 hours, and you know how the playback people get on me. So I'm trying to keep the videos. I was trying to keep them our chats at least like an hour and a half, but you know, we get to talking and we start having a good time. I'm trying to keep it to 2 because 3 intimidates people. So I just want to make sure I am respecting everybody's time. Anyway, family, thank you so much for joining me for my new review of Seeking Sister Wives. I will continue reviewing this show throughout. I'm going to keep this time. I may do it a bit later because I don't watch this show on TV. I watch it on Discovery Plus, and it comes on differently for me. So I'm thinking for a lot of you, it goes over into the hour. So I'm just maybe going to start it at 6:15 instead of starting it at 6 so that everybody could they're a part of NikkiStar TV too. So I think I'm just going to start it a bit late so we all can be in the room and that so we don't have to wait so long for everybody to come in. I like to do it when at least the majority of us is in the room, just because I don't want to keep on answering the same questions. That's why it just makes the process go a little bit smoother. But thank you guys. Thank you for joining me for my first review of Seeking Sister Wife. We got a lot more to come. We got a couple more episodes, and then we have the reunion. So that will be interesting. I'm going to watch season 2, so maybe we can have something to talk about outside of season 3 next week. We also have some more content coming up in this week as well. We got some new stuff. We have Roni. I'll be doing that review on Wednesday. The Real Housewives of New York is on Wednesday at 12. Tomorrow, I'm going to do Batch Chat. We're going to talk about Katie's Men. On Thursday, I'm going to do the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills along with the Real Housewives of New Jersey. And then later in the evening, I'm going to do a review of Married at First Sight with my mom. And then on Friday, I'm going to do a new segment called Welcome to My Group Chat. I'm going to be doing that with some of my best friends, a couple of family members, and coworkers, just inviting you into what my hilarious group chats are like. We're going to just basically be talking about hot topics and then getting your input in it as well. It's going to be fun. It's going to be very fun and collaborative, and you can join in as well. I'll share that link with you for all who want to join in, but it will be fun. It will be a good time like we had here. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for just being available for the stuff that I do and supporting your girl. It means the world to me. Listen to our girl, Tracy. Tracy says, shout out to the NikkiStar replay gang. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and share the channel to your social media. Yes, family. Oh, child, I didn't know my turban was pulled back so much. It's giving me more forehead than I would like to show. Anyway, thank you so much, Tracy, and thank you so much to my moderators. I could not do this without you. You guys are the best, and you make this worthwhile, and you make it easy for me to do. I would have been stressed out trying to moderate these comments without you guys. So thank you all so much, and thank you all for joining me. Love you, Star family. See you tomorrow for Batch Chat. Bye. Mwah. Oh, the creak in my neck left. Look at y'all. Look at y'all being my medicine. Y'all better work. Y'all better work. Bye, guys.